I'm so pleased to have some of my poetry included in this important anthology, A Country to Call Home. This is an extract from a book-length poem based on a family story set at the time of the partition of India and Pakistan in 1947. Thousands of people were killed in civil unrest and millions were displaced. My grandmother made the crossing from Ludhiana in India to Lahore in the newly created Pakistan with 5 of her children. Her eldest son, Atta, a young man who'd been left with the mind of a child as a result of a childhood accident, disappeared during the crossing, never to be found again. It was the fate of many children and vulnerable adults at that time. My grandmother and her family spend some months in a refugee camp outside Lahore. I imagine it is here that she finds out that her son is missing. The camp, a vast parody of a city, almost featureless, teeming but not bustling. Children climb trees to see where the camp ended. Tents and patchwork shelters of sheet metal, rags and bamboo. A temporary home, precarious, yet somehow enduring. Ludhiana, a lifetime away. Lahore, just out of reach. Ragged ocean. Oh, to sail swiftly to the other side. Where would they end up, and when, and with what? She washed fine spun shawls, hung them to dry wherever she could. Queued for a bowl of flour, 2 half-countries inside her. Rahila, Jamila, Shahana quarrelled in the cramped shelter or under the canopy of a walnut tree, carried water, swept the ground, cleaned their nails with twigs to pass the time. The nothingness was palpable. You could pluck it from the air. A boy took a message to the boundary line, a daredevil pleasure. Ahmed missed his older brothers, Tariq in colder, safer, distant England, Atta on the second bus soon to join him. Holes in shelters, holes in families. The losses trickled out, poured out, in the queues, in huddles around the fire. Father handed his wallet over. Somebody hit him. He bled to death. Her eyes are sunken, her hands withered. A fishy smell. The doctor says it's cholera. Losses mounting on losses, and the good fortune. They warned us, they hid us. Surely they were angels sent from Allah. The housing project? Any news? Any news they demanded of each other, of the police guards, of the overarching sky. Time flowered and died. And now, having come so far, I'll press on as she couldn't press on, and imagine it was here she found out, indelibly here. There was to be no smooth return. We're sorry, they said, the friends of friends, so very sorry. He isn't with us. He disappeared out. He vanished between. The last time we saw him, we did what we could. Sorry, we're so very sorry. And at dusk his name sounded in the mile-long roll call of the missing. Brothers, sons, aunts, fathers, daughters, especially daughters missing. Dibas, Daras, Kashibas, Kulsums, Bakiras, Myras, Bahiras, Yasminas, Maroons. Daughters missing. Utter missing. And there was forever someone who thought they'd seen them or knew someone, had a brother or an uncle or a mother-in-law who had seen or had heard something, seen Utter or someone just like him. So you thought you saw him. Where? Tell me again. Why did I? Why didn't they? A young man so doubly lost. Knowing no better, had he wandered off? Would people be kind? The darkness fell, swooped, as darkness does.